Hey everybody, welcome back, unboxing time, and it's another exciting one today because I remembered to hook up the right microphone so we're back to sounding the way we're supposed to. Sorry for the October horror pack and the October hot ones. I did not have the main mic plugged in. Thank God for the backup mic. Anyways, today we are here to do another one of my favorites. We're here in the record store because we're opening vinyl. Oh yeah. Let me do it this way. Oh yeah. So, basically, this is a vinyl record subscription service. I have a link in the description below if you want to check it out. I think you can do it as one record or three. I, of course, go three. I think you can add more than that, too, if you want. I'm having a lot of trouble opening this up. And I'm going to give you my thoughts on the records a little bit later in the video, because I shoot that part separate. Let me get this open. So basically, okay, there we go. It's good to go now. Basically the way this works is you sign up for vinyl, and you're gonna get, the more work you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it, because they have a big old questionnaire. You can list all kinds of bands you love, bands you'd never want to get, what kind of genres you're into, holy grail records. And also, if you have a Discogs, which if you're a vinyl collector, let's be real, you should have Discogs, you can tie that to their account so they can look at it and see what you do have and what you don't have and what you're kind of into. And for some reason though, check it every month because it keeps disconnecting my Discogs. So I don't know if that's just me or what, but just throwing that out there. And then of course I also use Spotify, which is also something you can connect with for them so they can see what you're listening to, what you're into, and all that information combined gives them a pretty good taste of what you're gonna like. And then they can turn you on to things you probably never heard of before. That's worked a lot for me. They've turned me on to some great bands. A few misses here or there, but for the most part, a really good time and some awesome collectible records a lot of the way too. So it's like, I think it's like I think I paid $42 by the end of everything said and done, shipping and everything. And for 3 vinyl records, that's a hell of a deal, especially brand new records. So yeah, can't complain there. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all that stuff. I think I should have muted that phone because that's probably Mary checking in on me. But we're gonna jump through these records real quick. I'm not gonna cut to showing you them because when I do the review, you'll see them in there. And of course, I think we might be doing a style where I don't review song by song. I just give you a general record review now because song by song is kind of a pain in the butt. But we'll see if that's stuck or not. We'll see, because I'm shooting a bunch of these way ahead of time. All right, that's said and done. They also, every month, they're going to send you a selection of like 2 or 3 artists, and you can pick one of those artists, and then they'll pick a couple of records based on your taste to kind of fit that vibe. It's called Choosing Your Vibe. It's about the 19th of every month. You'll get an email. You want to make sure you click it. They won't send your box until you click what vibe you're choosing. I always choose Curated, so it's not picking any of those artists. It just lets you guys pick what you want to send me. And again, they've done a pretty fantastic job most of the time. So of course, we get another ad for this like we got last time. Maybe I will show a photo of it, maybe I won't. I think that's gonna depend on if it shows up or not in the video. So there's that. And see, I got my card. I'm not gonna read it yet. We'll show you more of that in a minute. All right, let's see what records we get. So they all feel like just thin, regular shrink wrapped records. So nothing special crazy this time around, you know, no like no poly bagged records. All right, first up we get, I do not know this, Pluralone, To Be One With You, the debut album from Josh Klinghoffer's new project. I'm fairly ignorant of a lot of this kind of stuff until I hear it, so I know nothing about this. Side 1, you get Barreling, Rat Bastards Are At Every Turn, Save, Was Never There, Fall From Grace. Then side 2 has Shade, Morning, Crawl, The Ride, and Segue. All right. I don't know anything about it. Let's pop it open. Let's see if it's a regular vinyl or color vinyl, because I know I do love my color vinyls. I'm just trying to find a safe way in here somewhere. There we go. That corner ought to get it. Trying to do that with as little damage as possible. And this, I find for me, this is not gonna be the case for everybody, but for me, this is just a really great way to get some curated music from people that know a lot more bands than I do. Because again, they've turned me on to some like new absolute favorites here and there. And then occasionally they hit me with a great version of a classic favorite. So what do we get? All right, nothing in there. And we got a sleeve with the lyrics. You'll get better pictures of all that in the review section. And it's just standard black vinyl. I'm not even sure it's 180, but it's fine. I just like to, verify all these things. Uh-oh, where did that go? Oh, it's sitting right there. All right, let's see what record number 2 is. Record number 2 we get, oh, okay, The Raconteurs, Help Us Stranger. Now, I like a lot of Raconteurs stuff. This is, Jack White. We've had this discussion before. I really appreciate Jack White. I love his love of music. I love his talent, his abilities, and I love his riffs. But I feel like every song he ever does goes on twice as long as it needs to. Like he's so in love with the riffs, he doesn't want to, he just wants to keep riffing it, which is an instinct I understand. But for me personally, I find that you're gonna just have to see a picture of that. I find that I prefer when a song is just a little undersatisfying, like you wanted more, so you listen to it again, makes it more catchy. So Help Us Stranger, the Raconteurs, has Bored and Razzed, Help Me Stranger, Only Child, Don't Bother Me, Shine the Light on Me, if that's a cover, that should be fun. Some Days I Don't Feel Like Trying. Hey Jip, Dig the Slowness. That might be a bit of a slur, y'all. Sunday Driver, Now That You're Gone, Live a Lie, What's Yours Is Mine, and Thoughts and Prayers. So, and this is 2019, so this is a pretty brand new record, so cool. I mean, at least I know it's gonna be some great riffs and some good rock, and I mean, a lot of the songs look to be in the 3 to 4 minute category, so they're probably gonna be really good. Awesome, I'm anxious to check this one out. I have a feeling this is gonna be standard vinyl again, though. I like to hope, usually I get at least one color vinyl every box, right? Come on. Hook me up, hook me up. And whoops, all right, so that's what's in there. So of course we get a lyric sheet and some information. Again, you'll get a better look at that in the reviews. And yes, it is standard, a black vinyl. Definitely not 180, but they can't all be, right? All right, so those are those two. I can't wait to read the handwritten curated note too. That's always fun. We'll do that in a minute. This has something interesting going on. And I think that's gonna be everything. That is everything, and get that to the side. Oh, neat, okay. Limited edition color vinyl, Pure Noise Records, Sound the Alarm. But who's the band? What are we looking at? Oh my God! Terrible timing.
Sorry.
Less Than Jake, hell yeah. That I'm excited for. I love me some Less Than Jake. This is gonna be a good one. I don't know that I actually got around to hearing this record. That was Mary scaring the shit out of me, by the way, which is not really what these videos are for.
I'm sorry.
But you're okay. You're okay. I'm almost done. She's waiting. We're doing more unboxing. Anyways, would you move that box of records over there? Thank you. You're, sweetie. I'm making a joke for the video because. Yeah, sorry. All right. Anyways, let's get back on track here. Derailer. All right, so we have Less Than Jake, Sound the Alarm. Track 1, Call to Arms. Track 2, Bomb Drop. Track 3, Years of Living Dangerously. Track 4, Good Sign. Track 5, Things Change. Track 6, Welcome to My Life. Track 7, Whatever the Weather. This is gonna be a fun one. And it's color vinyl. Okay, I know at least 2 of these records are gonna be real good. I don't know if that third one is. It probably is. Let's see what color vinyl this is. It may have told me on the front, but I didn't want to look. And I guess I don't really ever show you those stickers now that I think about it. I'll think about that in the future because I don't really get a picture of this before I take the plastic off, so sorry? You can let me know in the comments if that's annoying. I was not ready for her. She scares the hell out of me a lot playing video games on Patreon, which is very fun. I don't know why I said it wasn't appropriate here. Just the timing. I think it's because you missed my excitement of this being Less Than Jake because I just realized that's what it was and boom, so sorry. All right, so, that's very cool how this works. I'll try to show you in the review because this might not show up too well here, and you got stuff back there. So that's very nice. So we do get a nice printed sleeve. We do have lyrics on the back and ooh, nice orange splatter. Let's put it down here. So orangey splatter. Cool. Smoke it, orangey splatter. All right, well, there are the records. That's weird though that it goes in that way because then the whole record's off to the side. All right, well, there are the records for this month. I'm very excited about them, but let's cut to future Eric and see what I think. The Raconteurs, Help Us Stranger. As usual, we're gonna go from least favorite to most favorite, although all 3 records this time were excellent. So starting off, I wanna say that I liked this record more than I thought I would on the first listen. I love how it starts in a laid-back groove before starting up the rockin'. The opening track, Bored and Raised, sets the tone for one hell of a good time. Track 2, Help Me Stranger, brings a welcome touch of funk and I can dig it. It also has a fun, catchy chorus that begs you to sing along. Then we get into a relaxed groove with Only Child that sounds like a great mid-live set breath catcher. I also find it a bit reminiscent of George Harrison and Paul McCartney in their solo careers, respectively. Then we get into a wonderfully raucous romp of Radical with Don't Bother Me and its insane drumming energy. Then we get Shine the Light on Me, which sounds like a love letter to Led Zeppelin and Queen with a touch of Journey. Another track also bringing that Harrison and/or McCartney vibe. Now we head into Some Days, immediately bringing that Skinnerd, Tuesday's Gone kind of feel, and I'm in love with it. A pretty perfect first half of the album, and I love the outro. Side 2 starts with a killer marching band-esque drum beat that explodes into some guitar greatness. With Sunday Driver, I thought we might be getting weird, but then their classic Jack White guitar lick started up, and I grooved with it. The opening synths on Now That You're Gone are just delicious, leading into a beautiful groove as well. A bit of a change of pace for the record, yet it still fits perfectly. This record succeeds in making me want to pick up a guitar and jam out. Now we get to Live a Lie, immediately bringing the Sex Pistols energy, and you know I'm down for it. What's Yours Is Mine might be the weak point, a bit scattered and undercooked. We close with Thoughts and Prayers, a nice laid-back country rock-style closer. It builds into an epic fiddle fest, and I love it. I dig the hell out of this record, though there's nothing super catchy here that I wake up humming, but a great choice when I just want a guitar rock vibe, and I will have many listening sessions with this one for sure. Plural one, To Be One With You. I was worried about this one, but it's the side of the Red Hot Chili Peppers writing that I dig, and I love this record. Vocals are reminiscent of Billy Corgan. It's got great production. The first track, Barreling, draws me in immediately with its vibe and creativity. Love the interesting rhythm change on Rat Bastards Everywhere. So far, it all feels dreamy and focused. Great chorus change on this track. Musically romantic, and I dig it. This track just keeps evolving into something more and more beautiful. A great transition leads us into track 3, Save. A bit sadder, but still beautiful and romantic. Definitely belongs on an indie romance soundtrack. Was Never There is the weak one so far, but still a welcome addition to the overall feel of this record. Fall from Grace finishes out side 1, and it begins with a bit of a Coldplay vibe that I can dig. Great harmonies on this track as well. Side 2 starts with what feels a bit low-key before exploding into something more powerful, though a tiny touch repetitive. Some great, almost southern-sounding slide guitar at the end I liked a lot. Morning, track 3, brings some weirdness and strangeness that is pleasing to my aural palate. Crawl brings the energy back up in an electro-pop-like way and is a needed burst of excitement. It starts to give me some Silver Sun pickup feels, and I'm down with that. Wish that outro had gone on longer, though. The ride takes a bit to get going, however, it turns into the sonic equivalent of a warm hug that also makes you cry out all of your negative energies, leaving you refreshed and renewed. Finally, we have Segue, I think is how you pronounce it, sorry. Probably the most pop song of the entire record, with notes of indie rock bands in the vein of Hot Hot Heat and Phantom Planet. Also, their most cinematic song, and I dig that. It feels like a solid album ender to a pretty great record. I will check out more from this artist, and I will listen to this album many, many times to come. Vnyl has done it again with another great first-time artist listen for me. And finally, we have Less Than Jake, Sound the Alarm. Short review for a short album. But it's Less Than Jake. It's always good. So I love Less Than Jake, and this sounds like what I expected. The whoa-ohs are killer as usual, great horns, great energy, and great harmonies. The only complaint is the writing being mildly lacking in the sense of there being no truly memorable songs that I can't stop singing, though a few songs, like the chorus on Bomb Drops, does come close. Track 3, Years of Living Dangerously, starts with an old-school Zebrahead vibe I love, then gives up some Goldfinger-esque vocals, and I love that too. It's probably my favorite song here. Great high energy at the start of track 4, Good Sign. Vocals remind me of vintage Less Than Jake and get me singing along. My second favorite song so far, but the most catchy.
Now we're already on to side B, which starts with track number 5, Things Change. One of the most less than Jakey songs ever. It's great opening horn riffs and rhythms. Then track 6 comes in with a more chill, reggae-esque vibe, and I'm grooving on it. The final song, Whatever the Weather, starts more like a middle of the record song. Still dig the killer horn work though. Then it explodes into an absolutely killer classic Less Than Jake chorus. The horn solo / breakdown bit hit me right in the heart. The ending needed to build to more though. Overall, a super strong entry in the Less Than Jake catalog. I'll enjoy listening to it again and again, especially when paired with more of their records, as this record is woefully short. Only 7 songs, and of course they're pop-punk ska, so they're already very short. And it hardly feels like it's worth flipping to side B when it gets to 3 songs, but still a really good time.
All right, so hopefully those are as awesome as I think they are, but now past Eric is going to learn a little bit more about them. So here's the front of this card. We'll obviously cut to a picture so you can just kind of see what that looks like. It's a new one. Advice from your vinyl. With surround yourself with pals who can amp you up. Stay on track. Listen to both sides. Move at your own speed. Those are all really cute. All right, so this is from Nils. I don't know if we've had Nils before. It sounds very familiar, but here's what he says. It's a handwritten note, as you're seeing on the screen. Hey, Eric. I'm kicking off your box with former members of Red Hot Chili Peppers, John Klinghoffer, with his debut solo project as Pluralone, released in 2019. That could be interesting. Red Hot Chili Peppers can be hit or miss for me, but that could be very interesting. Next, the latest album from the alt-rockers, the Raconteurs. This album feels reminiscent of classic rock with an alt twist. Of course, I'm down for that. And then finally, a lesson in punk, LOL, from ska maybe, from Legends Less Than Jake with the release of Sound the Alarm. Less Than Jake celebrates 25 years together with this LP. That's pretty cool. Enjoy, Nils. All right, well, hopefully I will enjoy it. Y'all already know if I did or not. But let me know, what do you think about these? Which of these is your favorite? Which of these artists do you appreciate? What's their best records? If you want, we can do that too. So comment below, let me know. I love to hear what you have to say. Click that thumbs up button, give me that good old thumb of encouragement, as I do love to be encouraged. And you can check out our Patreon, it's $1 a month, movie reviews, food, vlogs, video game let's plays, a whole lot more, all that $1 a month. Go to Patreon, look up TheEricButts, or use the links in the description below. And with all that said and done, hey, you gotta pay for that. I'm gonna get out of here, and I'll see you all later.